Ha 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 ha. I restarted the stream. Yeah, I think. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for the, well, two of you, because I know one of these uses me, and I think one might be John. So, but, I gotta make sure the show works. This disaster has to go on. All right, we touched all the buttons. Welcome again, or the first time, as you might be hearing this, because I may have done this before, but welcome, welcome to Wednesday, the 29th of April in the year of the 2026. There appear to be gremlins in all of the works today, but I think I finally showed up. I don't like being late to my own show. I can't spell, but there's one chat. Let's move you there. Yeah, we'll deal with. Okay, okay. Here I am trying to be fancy again. Like dual camera setup. Oh, did I? All right. Pile on in. Thank you for stopping on by. There are plenty of seats in the front for the most amazing chat section. There are seats in the nosebleeds in the rafters for the most amazing workers and lurkers, because sometimes you just need some prattling and sweet sounds of old-fashioned machines in the background to make whatever you're doing more exciting. Oh, oh man, let's start today's, or continue on with the misadventures of the day. With getting the bias binding done on this schmuck address. Been sitting around for too long. Let's get her done so we can see if we like what we make. Oh, speaking of liking, don't stop touching me like that. Nobody said. I need this quick stretch. Oh, right, stretch and show off the top. That's right. If I stand on here, you can see. Not, not completely displeased. I thought about being a little bit more risque, but I got cold and I had the long sleeve black top on because it was a little chilly. Yeah, but, oh, Phoenix. Yes, so regardless, I wore it at some point in the summertime. I think I'll try it without an undershirt, but today is not that day, so here we are. Well, that's right, Phoenix. We're going by finding and grabbing stuff that we stuff, but not. So I tried on the mock-up for, oh right, the sleeved version of this top, which is what we sewed Sunday. Sunday was that mock-up. And, oh, Phoenix, it's right here. Remember, we tried it on. There were some things that were just not quite right. And after a little hemming and hawing and trying and retrying, puzzled some of it out in the shoulder. It needed to be split up at the top, and some refining of the underarm section. Did not cut out new sleeves yet because I figured let's work on those fit changes first, and then if I need to alter the sleeve cap, we'll do that second. Additionally, I don't know if I added, first it was a little, I don't know. So I made some marks. I have it pinned, ready to cut, traced my stitch lines. and away we'll go after we finish some stuff before we get to mock-up number 2. So I took the pattern pieces, rejudged the underarm thigh, and extended the shoulder panel. I did that with, I guess I'll just grab it because I don't know. I assume everybody knows everything, but I realize. So I have this flexible, squiggly, rulery thing. Oh, it's so nice to have 2 cameras again. I missed you, camera 2. I missed you. Oh, you can be so nice. So I took this, paid attention that the markings 0 to 18 inches are not at the very ends of the ruler. They're in an inch. So I guess you could just take an inch off at the end regardless. Don't beat up the mic now that we're working. Yeah, so I took the ruler, put it underneath my arm roughly in the middle, and then held it up to the shoulder where I wanted. Or hopefully the measurements are the same that I got today that I did yesterday. Okay. But yeah, so I took this more different curve, laid it on my tracing paper, and then rejudged the pieces accordingly. So I extended the top a little bit, and then, yeah, fluffed around with the underarm because the previous iteration just wasn't quite right. So I thought, let's start there. There's a possibility I'm going to need to also wrap around with the sleeve. Well, I'll get there when we get there. I thought, first things first, we'll redo this part that absolutely does not work, and then I can wrap around with the, yeah, the sleeve. I feel like I'm gonna need to make open the sleeve up a little bit, that the sleeve opening in the shirt is going to be bigger than the sleeve isn't. Typically, it's the other way around. Frequently, what they term easing the sleeve in, and there would be no easing that sleeve is going to sleeve itself. I'm an anxious. I get so excited before the show. My battery. I'm so excited. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Don't touch me like that. And I hope everyone is having a good Wednesday. I think I found some corn in the garden. There are definitely baby strawberries in the strawberry bed. Blueberries are coming in. Fingers crossed the deer do not eat the iris that is going to bloom shortly. It's been years since the deer have not been eating at that iris. I don't even remember what the flower looks like. That should be a fun treat. Oh, I was gonna post it on X. Maybe I'll post it in other places as well. If I remember to the rose from the garden. I think I found a red rose. The Philipendula and oh my god, Dove removed the pot from the Chandra that had been in there for quite some time. But she got into the ground finally, better late than never. Oh, yeah. Still not even a sign of a hint of a bud yet on the Easter lilies, but there's so many growing. And I wouldn't hate it if they just took over that whole bed. So they're contained. They'll be fine. fight it out with all the other set and forget flowers. I still can't believe, did I say this? I don't remember. Out walking and found lettuce out in the wild in the driveway. It's like, why can't it just reseed itself at in where I'd like it to? No, I found where it was reseeding itself. I'm not gonna eat it right from. Alright, I'm gonna lift up this presser foot, trim down, biased tape, backstitch, take a nice deep breath, and we'll do a quick finger press, and presto magico, all we have to do after that is attach the shoulder straps, because we're pretty sure, I'm pretty sure there's probably some hook and bar somewhere that needs to get set in, but I'm not going to remember until I try it on, which is not going to happen anymore. Finger pressing, press me through, it will be better, it will be better. No, not really. Regardless, well, maybe we'll do another straight line stitching. Yes, the magic of that stinking stabilizer. I've been seeing it for like many episodes in a row now. I don't hate iron, but that 5 yard, however long I cut of the twill tape, all stitched together, nicely pressed. I was thinking I might just sew the channels down onto the different lengths of ribbon. And maybe I'll just do half and half of this, and do half of this on the purple and half of this on the gray. If I need more of either one of those, I can do that. Oh yeah, this would be the alternate. Alright, one project at a time, and I'll be stitching. There's the one under my fingers right now. It's like, technically, well, yep, nope, you are under both. I say technically under my foot, under my sewing machine foot, but I do think using my fingers. Yeah. Alright, what are we running for our setup today? We have our back. Oh, don't you be freezing on me. Okay, nope, it's just that I wasn't using this finger. Oh, Phoenix. Back to plain old OBS because somehow I lost Virtual Cam from that studio. I thought it was there because we used it before, but maybe I'll uninstall and reinstall that one, and then reinstalled some other version of OBS on there. And presto magico, through the power of button pushing, we come to you from the depths of the costume shop on the 3IM. For the alien cats are continuing to use humans for their enjoyment and entertainment. They offer them selfies and distractions. Yeah, the high quality. Alright, we're almost finished. So I've done a top stitch, and then I'll stitch the second row, presto magico, the straps, sorted. Then we're going to cut this strip of twill tape stitched together in half and sew it on to the ribbon that I will pull just momentarily to refresh your eye holes. Hello, Mona. Welcome. How are you? I hope you're having a good Wednesday. I'm just as well. Folks are The beginning of it, well, the stream and a half that was rough. Oh, great, I've got camera two. These ribbons we'll stitch on here. We'll stitch the twill tape down so we can have channels. And then when it comes time to just do the measuring, we can, oh, we're just gonna pin and drape this on our sewn. All right, ribbon corset second. First thing first, finish this out. Getting like project popping around excitement in my head, and I want to do all of them all at once, but I literally can only do one at a time as much as it means to admit it. I'm just gonna down here at the bottom give a little tuck to the bias too. Something is lying suspiciously, questionably differently. I just say the sides the back and just something with the triangle. I don't know. I don't think I had this issue on any of the other ones though. So. Oh well, why are we using our funny scholastic places? Alright, let's get this up so we're not pulling. Yeah, today's a straight line sewing day. We're gonna have to do a long sew. I really would love to get the mummer's necklace into the post to arrive prior to Mother's Day. Should really make that happen. It feels both at the same time there's a lot to do on that project, but also not as much. I think there might be less to do than has been done, but I may regret saying those words out loud right now. Yeah, there was some. Oh, I also did a little bit of finagling on the cup placement for the bustier that we mocked up this weekend. Not like the underbust cup shaping needed to just come up just a centimeter. So I just taped some paper and raised the height of that line. And the ribbon strap is already stitched to one half, so I just need to stitch it to the other section. I'm gonna pull this up and I have one more goody did. And it almost, we're just thinking about the wrong things with the wrong reasons. Alright, straps are now strapped. Actually, though, I do want to thank folks, quite like Hal, who doesn't always show up in the chat always, but takes the time to repost the show and relax. And Mona for repping all the chatters. Alright. Don't beat up the one little strappy v-neck slip number done. A little rough at the bottom because I'm looking like a cupcake, also v-neck. And I just dressed up like a big fluffy cupcake. Alright, I'm going to cut these here twill tape that we stitched together and then press far good. And I do not put water in my iron. Hear me out. I have a spray bottle with water that I use instead and spritz that over the seams. I just prefer that way. And in the event that you don't have a spot to always keep your iron out and safe, you bounce water in there. And who takes the chance to always Let's see it. There we go. To dump out the iron or to use distilled or deionized water in your iron. Yeah, I don't got time for that. I just use a spray bottle and then the water doesn't cause water scale or lime scale in the iron. I'm glad I found sleep. Sorry for suffering through the first 3 minutes of the show that I stopped while I could have just finished troubleshooting and following the instructions for how to not permanently have my microphone blocked in the studio. You know, I think I'm gonna find one piece. Let's start with this one here on top. Just gonna roughly place the white in the center of the ribbon and stitch close to the edge through the middle. Because now I'm gonna have the boning channels all stitched down now. We'll do some measurement and some laying of things, and then just cut the ribbon to length. Oh, we should probably pull a picture. Maybe of the ribbon corset. If I was a good hostess, maybe I know a little bit. Yes, I was just stitching close because the tape is 3/8 inch and the boning I have is 1/4, and I could, if I was like super careful, I might be able to use the edging foot to just catch it with one piece of tape, but I thought, we could just make our life easier and just make that channel a little bit bigger by sewing 2 together, because it's not like we're gonna run out anytime soon with 360 yards, so it's okay. It's really okay to use twice as much material to save yourself 500 times the amount of life choice questioning. I still have not duct taped myself. I feel like that's the way to make a dress form is such a huge waste. I don't like the plaster of Paris idea either because it makes you bigger, and I would rather make myself smaller, so I'm trying to puzzle through maybe some heavy gauge wire to make a inner armature to go around my bigger armature. Why that word is really hard to say. Sturdy guts for the fluffy bits around it. And then maybe but make it the metal a little bit smaller so that I could accommodate for the inches that are going to be added through a stabilizing layer and the stuffing, all those different pieces of it. I can always add stuff to the mannequin. It's moving stuff off, but not so easy. Oh, that's good. So I'm just kind of riding the edge of the machine foot along the mulberry-ish ribbon and just catching the edge of that half of the 12 gauge when I'm being good and not making good eye contact. Oh, missed a huge section. All right, I can't completely drive without looking. Oh, they're mostly good. I will probably drive down this length the second time because I also don't want it to be where the boning is gonna. We don't want the boning to pop through. That would be far bad. I was rambling about something. Hey, Brave Troopers! I'm calling curious with Rumble Studio building out to include editing content was it longer than just shorts? Like you could record your VOD in studio on private mode, edit it online in studio, and then set it as a premiere to be able to enable chat functionality. Can you do I well, I if Rumble Studio has an ad read, I might do it, but they must be saving that ad read money because Rumble's only pushing premium and Rumble Wallet, and we all know I will if I do a Rumble Wallet ad, it's not really me. Rest assured, at least on that ad. All right, where was I going? Oh yeah, so I'm curious. I really just wish that they could just buy the assets to Wave.video. They even have like intro and outro to editable templates. But I guess, well, it doesn't really matter. There's other things. I don't, no, this is so anxious when sometimes I just get anxious. Shut up, kid. Hey, Rosie, did you have fun outside? Are you back? Do you think it's time for snackies? Is it time? Let me reinforce this seam, and I said it seam. We're not reinforcing semen unless you're reinforcing semen, in which case, I hope that's going well. Okay. Oh, I think this is gonna be good. What an easy way. I wonder if I should get. Ailey's here in the chat. Ailey, did they used to just make this for the ribbon corsets? Because then you could just cut it in the different lengths. There's so many steps that you can do all in one. Long ago, all of the other corsets we've tried to make on this channel. And there's one fiddly bit and then the next fiddly bit and ad nauseum. But here, that you need varying lengths of donor channel attached to ribbon. So easy to just do long length and then cut it up. Because then you can make them a little bit longer to be able to fold it over. So easy. At least this part of the construction. There's time for great consternation, but this stuff, not it. Other than not catching the seam, that's a new problem. Alright, we are still videoing. Yeah, so more corsets, more mock-ups for our bustier things, cargo pants, mama's necklace. We got all sorts of things. And our phantom bracelet collection that we're working on. Wouldn't it be fun if I could make something a little bit more efficiently and have a way for I help you, help me, help you. Yeah, because what I was thinking when once I know the links that we're gonna need, and stitch one end, fold it over, slide the bone, have it all nice and reinforced. Hey, handsome! Yeah? Hey, please, come on. Would you like to I think your fans they would really like to give you a giant applause if they could see you. Oh, no. Come on. Are you coming? I see you want to be European. I don't know if that little dude I don't know if it's time for snacks. Oh, software cook. Oh, that's all right. Just stopping by to show. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's all right. You could, thank you so much, good sir. Those meads look super tasty and yummy. Oh, Loki, come on. You've got some fans who would really like to see you. All right, I'll just get the snack now. Come on, dude, come on. Software cook would very much appreciate a Loki sighting. All right. Ooh, Loki sighting. Loki, come on. Come over here, sweet goat. Come on. Oh, that's the way we look. Look at how good you are when he's not here. Oh, you give the best hug. All right, one more. Good job, Loki. Yeah. Oh, pretty, pretty. All right, I lied. Okay, now we really need to. Oh, thank you, chap. Oh, that meat looks so yummy. I don't think it's been a long time since I've had some homebrew stuff. But there's at least one meadery around here. I just mm, need a special enough reason. Alright, then we're going to stitch the second half, and then you'll just see the details on the top. I was thinking we could sew some more like lace and even make this more decadent. Oh, the meats turned out good. Lots of sugar. Oh, right. Yeah. I want. What are my words? Aging it so it ferments a little bit longer. So, cause I know I don't mind a sweet thing, but sometimes something with a few less bricks of sugar is sometimes nice also. So why do they call it bricks as the measure for sugar content in alcohol? Questions. Questions and hands. Unnecessary more than necessary. Just do. Oh, it gets drier the longer you go. Yeah, because then, oh, right, because the bacteria has had longer time to, we've had longer time to eat all those snackies and sugars and break them down. I wonder have you tried to like age it in an oak or an old whiskey barrel or some other pre-flavored barrel? Oh, anyways, love and stuff until we meet again. Thank you, chap. Oh, yay. Thanks, Software Cook, for repping some Rumble chat here. That's right. I know there's video games to watch and this and that. And the only person that needs to show up to my show is me. Here we are. Teaching away. Bye bye. Oh, next time. Oh, I'm glad you hadn't left quite yet. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be fun? Oh, whiskey barrel aged mead. All right. Oh, just like the good Alibaba gives me more ideas. I love being able to pop ideas for others. Cool. That sounds good. What else sounds good actually is Jess's random attempts at creative chaos. I love the overly structured particular with chaos sprinkled. That spectacular row quilt, the combination of colors and quilt block arrangement, spectacular. So, so good. And I'm gonna go back again. So that technically this channel is way bigger, but I'd rather have room for the bone to wiggle around rather than have to try to sew it through perfectly like right on through. And if you catch it wrong, it's yeah. Why make it more challenging? Just give me reason. I thought about sewing some other detail before down the center, but maybe we'll add something along the edge here now. I really need to just do a template. Make sure this is gonna. Oh, I know it's gonna work. We've seen pictures. This does work. It's getting the measures right, but it's okay. This can be the mock-up. It's all right. Okay, I was thinking of having the three links for the top bust section, the center, the waist piece, and the hip, the circumferential portion, and then to those applying the vertical sections. And everything's going to be some combination of alternating. So whether we start with gray, yeah, gray, purple gray, it's where we will be going. I got more tape and I have a little bit more ribbon. That I have. So hopefully we have enough. If not, we'll add another option, or definitely know that there's more gray if we need it. So maybe I'll just change up the color blocking organization. Oh, it's the gray. Sitting on it. I was to do another thing again today, but not till 20. We're not gonna be on. Alright, I'm just gonna do the exact same thing with this gray piece of ribbon that I did. Oh, I missed the second thing. I know we said this to me today. Here's the two. Yeah. And I'll get the attach the twill tape to the gray piece, and this project will be in stencil. Make the marks for the measures. Alright, let's just do this. We'll just do it now. Better late than never. Oh, I'm so excited. We're working on some stuff behind the scenes here. I think you might really like it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You've been saying that for quite some time, but it's true and still true. What's also true is basically baked the same peanut butter chocolate chip. I mean chocolate slash peanut chips from peanut flavored and chocolate flavored cookies. And the last time we made them, the recipe said to stick them in the fridge, and it was like, you must do this. Yesterday's the ingredient list was pretty much exactly the same. The only difference was the direction of this one didn't call for refrigerating and or freezing prior to baking. Yesterday's iteration far superior in my opinion. It just reminded me more like the Nestle Toll House in the red bag cookies. The ones that came in the little plastic. Not those Chips Ahoy crunchy. Oh, that's right. That was going to be one of the triggering questions for the day. Crunchy chocolate chip cookies or chewy chocolate chip cookies? Or there is also the third option of perfectly crispy on the sides and bottom, but moist and chewy on the inside. Hey, Trouble! Are you Dunsey? Are you gonna come for your treats now? Are you ready for your turn at a round of applause? Yeah? Alright, well, when you're ready, if you come up here, then I might give you some. But there's no, you gotta, cats don't, cat food ain't free, dude. Those are the words. That was extra hard. Hello, Allie. Currently chocolate chip cookies with nutter. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, like a chocolate chip cookie peanut butter sandwich with a layer of peanut between two chocolate chip cookies and with real butter. Ooh, crunchy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe because usually chewy is for chomps. Oh man, those be fighting words. I thought this was gonna get heated because I think for my answers I'm just team cookie. It's for cookie. These ones were the perfect blend of a little crispy and a little chewy, and I really liked them a lot. To the point where I was like, Dove, can you please pack these up? Because if I'm in the kitchen putting these away to save for later, I will just like eat them all right now. And oh yes, Allie, welcome in Mona. Thanks YouTube, the OG YouTube chat for sure for chatting hard. I almost got this lady sneaking in more viewers. We just got we got that worker lurker market cornered mostly. And I am sewing channel onto ribbon for a ribbon corset because I like this version. The ones where it's ladder strips and shaped like a corset, they're, no words are like, Phoenix, do you know how to put words together to make sentences? No. Oh, Phoenix, don't go straddling the fence on this subject. Think about this now. It's Team Chewy. I would rather a chewy cookie in general to a cookie with the texture of hardtack. I may need to get over this during the zombie apocalypse when all I have is hardtack onion cookies. Actually, maybe we should. That's how. Oh, I need to find some dehydrated onions, and I think Grandpa probably used vegetable shortening because it was a kosher bakery. And just like you do a shortbread that's been overcooked but sweet, if you do something like that, but with the onion to make it savory, like these cookies are. You won't lose by trying. Oh, and how can a cookie crumble if it is soft and chewy? Tell me, go right ahead. It's got this little bit of crisp around the edge. Like I think that sounds like an overbaked cookie, but there's that perfect sweet spot where the edges have a little crisp to them and the bottom has a little crisp, but the top is still a little springy and the center is just chops. Exactly. We are in the middle of a food fight. Been a while since we've had a food fight at the circus, and I was like, Phoenix, do you know what today needs? We need to have a food fight. And I thought, what could be more divisive than the battle between chewy chocolate chip cookies and crunchy chocolate chip cookies? I have more fond memories eating the Nestle Toll House in the red cell- cellophane, not cellophane, red metal package with the cookies in the tray rather than the blue and white bag from the Chips Ahoy, the overly crunchy ones that had made crumbs everywhere. Might as well just be the battle of do you like cookies with crumbs or cookies with significantly less crumbs? Oh, Allie, I bet you eat raw cookie dough too. If you tell me you never or never make it a habit of at least tasting it, it's not called eating your cookie dough. I need to sample it to make sure. Do I need a little more salt? Does it need a little bit more cinnamon? I didn't just, I can't just like stick them in the oven. Oh, Ellie, well, okay, soft is okay. I partake in some cookie dough. And if you're gonna dip your cookie, I guess also those hardtack crunchy cookies are the, I would argue, a preferable cookie to dumping into hot chocolate or hot tea or hot coffee. You're gonna dunk your cookie something that's got the soft one is not gonna can sometimes be too soft. Um, yeah, we don't eat cookie dough. We call it quality control and quality assurance. There's no eating. It's like traveling. I'm not driving. I'm traveling. Not eating this cookie dough. We're making sure you're not gonna die. Oh, hey, Freddy Friskers, you got me really distracted. Oh, dude, if you would like snacks, you need to come on over. There's no snacks for free. Oh, okay. Hold on. I courted trouble and trouble has arrived. Are you gonna come up for snacks? Come on. You are better than this. Hurry up. Alright, fine. You guys are being so. There we go. You have to do a trick. Do another trick, and then we'll see how loud you eat. loudest cruncher. Okay. Right, we can't have too many snackies right now. You don't want to spoil your dinner. You can't spoil your dinner, cat. You can't. Oh, you do. You know that's for the only cat show. You can't be doing that. Only here at the circus can we bring together such concepts that should not be paired together in any universe. But here in the paradoxical parallax that is the circus, it does exist. I've never heard of sovereign citizen concept being used in a food fight. Touche. Ah, tis not eating. It is quality control measures. See? Yup. Yup. But I mean, you can't. The logic work. The logics. It's not like I ate the whole can of batter, just enough to make sure that nobody else was gonna die or it didn't need anything. Why is this so squiggly wiggly? Yeah, so basically I'm gonna trim the three circumferential lengths and pin them on. Oh, I lost my bobbin thread. There's no words. Yeah, and then just kind of drape and add some links for the horizontal section. We'll see how it goes. The worst that can happen is we accidentally learn something to do better the next time around. But yeah, I think Saturday coming, I need to be in the mood to just get Mom's project as done as I just need it done. I'm not in a hurry to work on it. And just need it done. We'll forget that we didn't. I did wait the schmuck out. And just somewhat, yeah. I would need to. I don't think we should just print off the recipes, but I've got a recipe book, so I'm just gonna handwrite them in there. There's nothing like somebody in these zombie times might want my handwritten recipe. Great. My Gmail with my stuff, right? Oh, actually, what is teasing me talking about stuff is someone is offering a white treadle. It's missing all of the drawer pulls and the belt, but that's replaceable for $30. So I don't need, but for $30 on the drive, I could want. And then there's the gray strip, so I'll do some. I'll cut some pieces, and then I'll do some pinning, and then I'll do some more sewing, cut some bones, and then I'll figure out some way that we're gonna fit the busk and eyelets. I I was half contemplating putting in the metal eyelets and then just straight away satin stitching over them with the machine. Yeah, the other project I thought I was gonna maybe I'll do. Give me 30 seconds. Let me. It's so loud. I'm just gonna run to the other room and grab these. No, we'll just work on the prep. We'll just work on. Oh, I've got 5 gajillion things we could do. Let's skip that one. Let's see, what do I have here? Is we're making little circle skirt, like tap pants. We're making tap pants. That's what we're gonna call these. They're like tap pants. I'm gonna sew the inseam together and then. Oh, actually, yeah. Let's try something different. So I'm gonna stitch the seam, cover the seam with bias tape. We'll set and we'll do the same for the crotch seam. I have cut some strips, approximately 1 inch strips. Oh, you can't see bias tape. And for the next to me, someplace not too far away, but far enough that I can't find it. 1 inch strips of the same fabric to sew one side. Oh, there's my iron instead of. You know better than this. Gonna stitch it on one side, flip it over like you're gonna sew bias binding, but instead of just folding it under, putting the rolled hem foot on to enclose that second raw edge. Good night, Miss Mona. You have a spectacular rest of your evening. I hope it is wonderful and more wonderful. And I did leave overnight since I did basically cut a circle skirt or some. Let's try to let that in dry. Oh, I guess it is almost 7 o'clock. I don't know what time it is. Who needs time? Time is irrelevant. Oh, but yeah. So I guess this missing scientist. There, there's China. Are the missing Chinese scientists from scientists in China, or were they working in work? I don't. Yeah, that's the story just gets more curiouser and curiouser. Oh, but then it gets even because what's this Cole guy was he had some affiliation. There was some way, shape, or academicness to JPL also. Like, well, I mean, sure, it's just a coincidence. And that's how my brain hurts about that subject. That there's been missing Chinese scientists working in the same vein as the American scientists at JPL. Cause I don't know if I've seen, I'm sure somewhere there's a list of the different, what these folks are working on at JPL and their different institutions, but Chinese scientists who are also working in similar types of science have gone missing. So now somebody was like, they're being rolled up and or killed. Are they being rolled up for their protection? Are they being rolled up to I could have done this all in one useful bias tape, but too late now. Yes. Yeah, the nuclear scientists. Chinese nuclear scientists. Because I had heard, maybe Mark Revere suggested that he thought that they were being rolled up by the CCP, which I guess, I mean, they still could, Chinese scientists could still also be rolled up by the CCP. So that's not, oh, that's right, that's not camera too. So I've just stitched the bias tape to finish that raw edge over nicely. Something is going on, I know. Yeah, something is, all sorts of stuff are going on. All the excitement if Mount, what it, because I did not, well, for various reasons, I did not know that there was a lahar, from Mount Shasta in 1980, a few months before Mount St. Helens erupted, but Mount Shasta's kind of overdue for an eruption, along with Mount Hood and Rainier. So, uh, due to the nature of these volcanoes, a lahar would, you don't need a volcano for them to cause some interesting troubles in the form of lahars. Oh, Mount Hood just blows a giant lahar. That one is potentially not in a good way. Talk about not having any water. Oh, and there is some reason to push for the Iranian 60 refined goods. Yeah, something. What would it? Yeah, and what I didn't understand that there is the train tracks, the railway from China to Iran for the supply of goods. And knowing, I wouldn't be surprised if China had a way to, in tanker cars, move oil via land. So if they could just, I mean, in which case, why does Iran need if China's going to buy all of your supply and then some, and you can ship it by rail, who cares about the strait? But then aren't they getting ready to do something at the Strait of Malacca, which Michael Yan has been saying for a while is kind of next on the list, and that things were also interesting at the Danish Strait. So all of these water routes, which, are we just gonna say, like, hey, Greenland, because all of this just, like, sets up a power, like, we need this other way to secure. Hey, besides, we already have bases there. We're not going to take more than what we've already occupied. We're just going to fully occupy what we already have been doing. Alright, so there's our little short section. For two of them, I'm going to do the leg and leg method and quadruple check that thing is the right way. Oh, it takes 20 train loads to match one oil tanker called a VLCC. Yeah, yeah, so a lot more. But in the okay, so use your big kid words, Phoenix. Yes, it would take more time to ship that much overland from Iran to China. But if you, in the short term, knew you had a dedicated buyer in China and they were going to scoop up all, but as long as China's getting its way, I don't think it would. I don't think China cares on some level. I guess I don't want to sow the bias tape and then find out that the scene is wrong. But I don't know. It's looking hungry. It's looking great for the next little while. Regardless, no matter how quickly things change, is not going to feel quick enough right now. Well, the rail can't handle that much cargo per day. Okay, you would need 60 rail lines. Thank you for that education. Yeah, I don't know. I was just talking through things. This is good. Right. See, this is called helpful discussion. Like, what about the veil? He's like, no, that sounds terrible. So he just threw out something else and cut all the other cargo right there. Right side together, wrong side down. Let's throw a couple pins in here and just prove it to ourselves. But I guess China's, I mean, regardless, there is this railway that from China to Iran that is continuing to provide at least unidirectional, if not bidirectional, trade of whatever somebody might need to be trading right now. My brain was like, that might be fun to sew these seams flat and then add some extra reinforcement because who doesn't need an extra reinforced crutch to their French knickers? Oh, but then, okay, so UAE pulls out of OPEC? Question mark? Uh, Actually, like, I don't know if I remember what OPEC stands for. Oil producing American countries. Yeah, that probably doesn't matter. But interesting. And this was kind of a question last time. This time last year when we were doing differently similar shit. So, what does Saudi Arabia have to say about what's going on? Do you think we haven't heard any statements of any type in a while now? Hmm. Okay. Ow, that I believe on. There's one bottom. There's one couch scene. Couch scene. And that one. Alright, I think I got this. Let's stitch this up. Do, do, do. And they sure did pull out of OPEC and with good reason to overproduce and rake in cash. Right, oh, right. Oh, because they all agreed and did all this price fixing, and UAE's like, I don't love you. We got the oil. Oh, hey. Yeah, they just wanted that sweet, sweet crude money, money, money. Or hopefully, are they sweet crude or heavy sour? I did not understand or even know that there was so many amazing descriptors for grades of oil, let alone the amount of that they're not all good for the same thing equally. Oh, we just need to bring on the little desktop thorium nuclear reactors. Like, what what are they gonna do? And yeah, this kind of goes in line. If all right, I'll get back to that thought in a second. Anyway, I think the Saudi have known this would come at one point, and they're going. Yeah, it has been going that way for 45 years. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess what else would we expect from a group of some a group of some a group some of which are countries probably manufactured for the purpose of some other country being able to easily go in and dip their hand in the resource cookie jar that is oil there, since we decided that we needed it to run everything for whatever reason. We said we're gonna just do this. Like, how different would it have been if we just had non-nuclear grade reactors? If we did just been able to just go down that path from the beginning, or if Tesla's ideas were not shoved into the back corner. I mean, could whose hands are behind all this? Someone has unclean hands. Alley oil wells are as varied as fruit tree type. That's what I learned. Speaking of which, I would really like to get me an olive tree or two. I want some olive trees. Olive bearing olive trees, not those decorative ornamental olives that all they do is have spikes on them. I just like them. Also, would like would I also think would be a really fun group community project if we could build it still. Oh my god, just gotta get the metal worker feeling good enough. But I guess I should just ask, because I'm like, would it be an insult to a master boiler maker to be like, would you help me with a still? Also, I'm trying to remember the last time I met somebody who literally was a master boiler maker. But let's get these. Let's get this scene stitched. What are you doing, Trouble? There's not. You had your snacks now. You're just gonna have to wait till dinner. You can come and sit pretty with us, though. Oh my god. Oh, okay. So I was caught a few seconds of Viva, Viva earlier. What is there? Like, Phoenix, spit your words out. The Canadian version of the SPLC. Oh, but then the freaking SPLC. Yeah, we'll just bring everything back to all this stuff. So I guess the SPLC was giving the military threat briefs on hate groups also. So why? Let's make sure I'm just using. Oh, what am I going to Oh, whoa. I'm not sure if I've sewn a crotch seam that's lined up so nicely in both the horizontal and the perpendicular direction. Oh, so nicely. Oh, Ellie, I learned not to use plastic line, copper line, or radiators. Oh no. Oh, some of them fell a kit for us still. What is that? Uh, the Southern Poverty Law Charity, because of course they were a nonprofit tax exempt charity. Go fluff off. Why are we supporting these bad actors doing bullshit on our behalf? You can go fluff off. I'll stop yelling into the microphone. No, I won't. Alright, let's finish the inside seam like we did on the outside. Let me just, and I'll just slip it on, make sure I don't need to do any finagling on the waist. You'd like make a little slit for a zipper or a bouton or something. Yeah, so these look like little shorts, but I think I'm gonna wear these under my zombie apocalypse cargo pants for when we finally get that project more sorted. Because I think a nice cotton, soft cotton linen, lightweight blend sounds like the perfect zombie apocalypse underpinnings for my underpinnings. Oh, that they should, yeah, they are being investigated, but I didn't know they've got their hands everywhere. That they were giving briefings to the military for the hate groups to watch out for. All this food. Ay, ay, ay. That southern term, I have not heard it, but that term to take up, I don't want. When do we get to be a society where everybody needs somebody else to step in to help battle? Oh, I witnessed those microaggressions against you. Make sure I stand up for you. Go off with your made up word salad nonsense. Constructive criticism is not a microaggression. Oh, Alien, I think most NGOs should be scrutinized in a large way. Oh, yeah, they're, yes, all of their spigot need to just be shut off. Dare I go out on the limb to say if they have the ability to squander and whittle away all of this money, when do people wake up and say, yeah, no, until you can give a clear bill of accounting, a clean audit, and show us where all this money is, why do you get to take more money all the time? No, I think maybe not. Let's have another packet of bias finding. I don't have enough of this one right now. Alright, well, I guess that portion might be on pause. But I think I should have, if I look a little bit harder, the 1-inch strips for the bottom. So I just cut up some 1-inch strips sort of on the bias. Let's just make one contiguous strip and then we'll scroll away from there. Oh, yeah, and then laughing again, hearing that they couldn't be forgotten about for too long and having forgotten something that I probably shouldn't have forgotten. The group that is the Somali pirates. Like the naivety to think that lines who may or may not come from what is continued for probably hundreds of years into today of literal pirates, that you can move the pirate away from the water, but you probably can't take the pirate out of the person. It just makes it make so it's like, oh yeah, well of course. Why does that surprise me? But I forget they were pirates. I'm probably not alone in the dumb Americans who forget about the Somali pirates. Oh, Ellie, I have had a couple of ideas to become a tanker pirate privateer. Yeah, wasn't there rumors that the U.S. was going to be giving out letters of marque again? And I'm like, does that? I don't know if I have quite the skill set to be able to do that. But yeah, I think ahoy matey, all aboard. Oh, just don't knock the computer over. Exactly. You can't take the yar out of the pirate. Or yar, can't remove it. Can't take Polly off my shoulder. Might not be on this sailing the high sea, but yep. Yeah, the good. Oh, see, we're already set up. I should get on this pirating racket. I already have. We've made our perfect purple pirate princess belly dance costume for this role. We are perfectly positioned for our role as a pirate. A pirate. We're not even going to pretend that there's some dumb female version of a pirate. A pirate's a pirate. There's no like piratess, like giantess. No, just call me pirate. Pirate Phoenix. Yarr. Oh, ho, ho, a stitching we will go. A stitching we will sew. Alien Shadow Fleet is running as pirate. Right, exactly. Yes, the pirates are sailing the seven seas again, or always have been. This is, it doesn't matter which is the domino that falls first, because the end result, for a period, all the waveforms collapse on the same second and third order consequences. Plus, some stuff I don't think we've fully seen. I haven't gone. I need to do a quick, clickety clack search of what pharmaceuticals actually have some how much of any are still manufactured. I'll just go even on this continent. Canada, do you manufacture pharmaceuticals up there? Or are you importing everything from the high seas also? Some of which those cheap Indian pharmaceuticals. I don't know what we're gonna do. Well, I do know what we're gonna do. If, mm, we're just gonna have to strap in and make sure that our zombie apocalypse wardrobe is super awesome. Thinking of super awesome and the cargo pants with all of the things having, because sometimes you don't need your knee pocket pad pockets on. If we used a separating zipper and had the knee pad pockets detachable, so that sometimes you would just see, oh, we could completely continue to over engineer it. Have the zipper on the pants, but then have a little Velcro cover for the zipper so that you don't see it, so it doesn't look ugly. Like, why do you have zippers over your knees? Thank you. That's a good idea. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is find a little bit past the center of the crotch seam to not make so much more bulk. I'm just gonna stitch it down. I mean, this is skinny enough for linen cotton blend that I do want to stitch this section down, fold it over to the right side, and use the narrow rolled hem foot after I stitch this one half down and iron it. So I don't know what I'm going to stitch on next. We'll just go, again, Wednesdays are for potpourri sewing. Oh, Ellie, with cargo pants. You could be a cargo pirate! See? Exactly! Who needs a BDU blouse when we've got our purple pirate blouse with our cargo pants? Oh, the cargo pant pirate princess. How punny and horribly literal can we continue to make this? And where's my notebook in it? Oh, if this just gets better and better. Yup, the cargo pants pirate. Our chart. Mm. Oh, all the oil we need to swab the poop depth to make it shiny for all the humans. God, Venus, all the words. Why, why does everything always have to end up with words that sound like innuendos? Is it just humans' brains end up in the gutter always, or I guess it doesn't really matter. No, the second camming. Oh, well, that's not helpful. Okay, second cam decided that I had not plugged it in all the way and decided. Alright. Okay. Oh, now we're really. That's. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was plugged in all the way, and then it must not have been. Run out of battery. Yeah, I thought I heard. Alright, well, I did. Not Not at all displeased. The shoulder straps are a little bit big, but that we can fix. And I kind of had with the sleeved iteration, I lengthened the shoulder sections because it was too short and repatterned a couple of pieces. So I'll got that to cut up and try again. Oh, right, because I didn't add seam allowance. Something felt small because yeah, I needed that. Yeah, I don't hate it over the black. I really wanted to just have it like just be the shirt, but it's not warm enough for me for that. So, but this really means like it just makes it more versatile because sometimes you just can't wear crop tops tiny little crop top all the time. I do try to not completely be showing off all the bits and bobs all the time at least. Just enough. Are you enjoying the sunshine, sweet cat? Actually, I'm glad the cats are not giant plant eaters, but they might be for a reason. My mother-in-law's trying snake plants alone. Is there a difference between a snake plant and a mother-in-law tongue? They look so similar, or are they just in the same family with that lanceolate shaped leaf? Yeah. Oh well, we're just hopping around randomly for different thought planets. What's up, cat? I know. Yeah, just a little bit. Oh, it's just a little bit mild. Yeah, I got some digging of random things for just quick Google searches of like, what? You don't answer my questions. I was talking to somebody who's like so smart in the tech stuff, but hadn't considered like the electrical grid issue. They're on divergent paths. Not even divergent. I just can't literally keep up. And there's no one. Oh, I was gonna try to show off to camera too. I got so excited for it being back. Yeah, so I'll press it open and then flip it to the right side and do the roll template. Cause why not? And then it'll be all nicely finished. Like using the bias foot, but not using the bias foot. That one, I still don't feel like I've got a good handle on it, but I do have in my pile of nonsense our Phoenix Dotty DOS pants. Those stupid snaps that we hammered in there to make them snap pants. Some of them are there, some of them are falling out. I don't know why the eyelet press and the snap-on tools, why we are so not good friends. Is it me that can't hammer these? Regardless, I thought it would be fun instead to make those pants even more awesome. Half working snaps, are we gonna take them out? No, we're just gonna leave them and then sew buttonholes on that little placket piece and then just sew buttons because why not? It'll give us some more time to practice with the buttonholer and just think it'll be a good old time. But I'm probably gonna have to cut some more of the scraps to make the rest of my bias to keep trying to hold the camera. I'm just gonna sew this little bit and then we'll figure out what I'm gonna do, or since it's almost time for Cass to have their dinner, we're just gonna close up the show in a few minutes probably. Alright, what have we accomplished today? We mostly are well on our way to having our little our new tap pants because they're underpinning at all times. Very important. Hoping for natural fibers, less chafing, half circle shape for ease of movability and Hulk smash. Oh, we need to work on your anger and the use of the hammer on the snaps. You need to snap on the snaps. Yeah, alright. Well, I do have some more, so we can do both. We can Hulk smash more snaps, and I can sew some buttons, or I can just smash the shit out of it. I should have. I'll look at the Goodwill because I keep selling some. Persuade them to stay together. Yeah, it's that. You're right. They're snap pants. They're not button pants. All right, we'll get aggressive with it. Maybe I need to make sure I've got a piece of wood with a piece of leather so I don't break the snaps and just beat the living dickens together. You will snap pants because yeah, buttons don't have that satisfying like pull them away and snap, 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 uncomes your pants. Yeah, that would just rip the buttons off. You're right. You're always right, Allie. I will work on this. We sewed. Finished this schmata off finally. All the front piece, half the back half, the shoulder straps. This our little circle skirt slip number thing. Actually, it is a slip with steel plate with leather on top. Okay, I can do this, I think. I'll have to look for what I've got with steel, but I think I can make this happen. Oh, I do a piece of leather. My grasp, I think, is steel, 1/4 inch vegetation hide. I think I have. Oh, to have a little steel plate that's got the leather permanently attached for all of my current and future, because we do have all of those grommets, because we're going to do some outfit costume thing that my mother would not want to see me making. I should make a show for her that I wouldn't mind her seeing, because this one is not it. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to stop yammering. You guys have been great. Thank you, Ellie, for keeping us company and the chat. Thank you, Software Cook, who's not here right now, and Mona for popping in. My God, it's Wednesday. Just a little bit longer. I so will be back pirating the seas of art stitchery on Saturday. We'll do something else on Sunday, or we'll do more because that project, I really need to just get that package all collected. All right, we're down a camera. I'm just blibbery blabbering. So, oh, and we sewed. I just don't want to leave quite yet. 2 lengths of twill tape sewn together and then stitched onto ribbon to do some self-draping. And did you say ribbon corset? You would be correct. So I've got some pre-made lengths. I'll see if I need to sew and press some more of the twill tape, if I need more attached to the fingers, but we'll figure it out. Oh, Allie, people make the mistake of hammering on a surface that bounces the object getting hit. Yeah, because I keep trying to use wood and that has got spring to it, or, or wood on the carpet, which completely makes for poor contact when I want something that's going to just take it all in and hold it and absorb it and not just, I want the force of that hammer to just go into the snap, not, this sounds, I'm, oh, Phoenix, stop being in the gutter. Stop getting your heads lost in the snaps. I, I always learn something from you, Allie. All right, boys and girls, have fun. I'll be back. Oh, right. I read that. We learned where I failed on my snap setting. There will be more snaps. There will be ribbits. I meant rivets and snaps and all sorts of crazy stuff. All right, I'm going to stop talking. I'm just going to end show button. All right, thank you, everybody. TTFN until Saturday, noon p.m., unless the aliens get me first. Bye bye.